Double shot of whiskey for those that aren't here yet. Today's October 1st. Let's get her going. All right. Well, hello there. Good evening. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. I'm jumping on. I'm not usually live. I'm going to try to go live quite a bit more this week, actually. Tuesday live. I know it's random. Hi, Richard. Yeah, it's random. I'm only going to be here like 30 minutes. I had some time. I want to jump on. I missed this past Sunday. Obviously, I was traveling, so I figured, yeah, just going to get on. I'm going to get on and say hello to everybody and have a good time. Chit-chat about mead. Hello and welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. If you don't know what I do, I make mead. Every single week, I come out with a brand new batch of mead. Always brand new batch. I don't replicate recipes, and I don't miss Saturdays. Batch 136 comes out this coming Saturday. And all of my recipes are absolutely free. They're in the descriptions. I just started doing that this year. All of them you can go back and watch and kind of write down the recipes. But I'm actually putting the recipes in the description this year. So all you have to do is give me a follow, copy, paste it, and you can make this stuff yourself. You have to buy your own equipment. I'm not buying that for you. And your own ingredients. But I'll show you exactly how I do it and show you the very first foot in the door of mead making. It expands quite a bit beyond my skill level. Obviously, I make mead in the most simplistic fashion that I can in hopes to get as many people interested and join this amazing community. So everything I do is absolutely free. All you have to do, hey, thank you. All you have to do, hang out, have fun. Every single batch, like I said, is brand new. Batch 136 comes out this Saturday, and it is inspired by Leif Erikson. Leif Erikson Day is next week. A week from tomorrow, I believe. If you don't know who Leif Erikson is, shame on you. I put a couple of videos out today. I will be putting some more out Thursday and Friday. Leading up to Saturday's Leif Erikson Mead. You got it. So I'm very excited about it. Should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to show everybody. So welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Like I said, if you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. Far older than wine and beer. Independently discovered by many different countries and cultures all around the globe. The oldest evidence was actually just uncovered this year in May. Is from the Southern Africa region. Over 20,000 years old. Over 20,000 years. They have some evidence of some fermented honey that they were harvesting. There's also evidence in ancient China, about 10,000 years ago. There's evidence in ancient Central America, and of course Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, did it better than everybody else. But what that means is regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead, and that's something we have in common. I am going to be racking some mead tomorrow night, live right here, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come back, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. We're going to be racking some mead. It is the chamomile tea mead that I'm going to add in some vanilla in the bottling process. So should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it. So I'm just here to chit-chat tonight, have a little cocktail, and, talk about mead or whatever else you want to talk about. I'm here for you. All mead is made with honey. The actual definition of mead itself is it's a fermented drink, and the sugar source has to be 51% or more honey source. So that's what differentiates it from wine. Wine is made in almost identical fashion, except we typically use fruits, typically grapes, for wine. But if it's honey, it is specifically a mead. Hello, hello. And that means it's awesome. I I, of course, make every combination in between. You see lots of different colors in front of you. So I do lots of hybrids. Scott's here. Hello, Scott. Good to see you. And I've got lots more on the way. Tons more. Give me a follow. I'll show you exactly how I do it so you can replicate the very simplistic steps at home and start making your own alcohol. And then join this amazing community. It is October 1st. I hope everybody's having an amazing day so far. Amazing beginning of the week. Should be a lot of fun. Leif Erikson days next week. I'm going to show you my Leif Erikson mead this Saturday, and it should be awesome. If you missed last week, I do meads in a few different categories. Last week was a pop culture series, and I had more fun than I've had in a long time making that mead. This is my Thundercats inspired. Thundercats, the cartoon from the amazing, probably 90s, 80s, 90s. This is my Space Rations, and Burble Fruit mead. I showed you exactly how I did this past Saturday. The recipe is in the description. You can go back, check it out. It's going to be awesome. You're gonna love it. I had a lot of fun with this one. If you Google what Thundercats eat, they crash landed on Earth, ate space rations that they had left over from their spaceship, and then eventually Burble fruit, which was a fictitious fruit they made up for the show. That came. It was basically a way to explain food away. So, and the deeper I dug into like the actual like lore of the show, writers took a lot of shortcuts on purpose. But it was basically a fruit that could be anything. There was Burble fruits that were like fruits. There were Burble fruits that were also meats. It was a fictional fruit, but I used them. And made a mead out of it. Off the fin. Well, thank you for your service, Richard Terry. It's a phenomenal cartoon. You may be disappointed though. What's up, JB? Good to see you. I tried to pull it up for my kids because I was so hyped up last week. I was like, we need to watch this. You guys need to experience this good, authentic American cartoon. The best I could find were like YouTube, like dubs of it, and the quality is so awful. It's so awful. I don't know how. I don't know how you watch it when you. It's bad. It's bad. Louis, hello. Good to see you. I spent a little bit of this morning. I was away for the weekend, so I had today to kind of just catch up before I go back to work tomorrow. Yeah, I was doing a lot of stuff. But I caught up on some batches that I needed to make, and I've got a lot. So I have got through January done, like it's ready, not ready. It's in progress. So I have meads every single Saturday from now till January already in the works. And then I'm working on February right now, kind of brainstorming. I have a few of the recipes kind of written down already. Just need to gather some ingredients and get a couple more batches going. The Star Wars mead, yes. So Star Wars pop culture mead, I made this Blackberry Galaxy mead. It's called Blackberry Galaxy because it's a blackberry mead, delicious. You'd love it. That looks like the galaxy. Isn't that cool? It's pretty. It's pretty. I love it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Look, it's cool. It's really cool. I have some. I've been experimenting with the edible glitter here and there. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. But definitely, yeah. If you're on the YouTube side, I have a playlist for everything there. I have little playlists on TikTok. They work a little bit different. And then on TikTok, I also have a second account where I just archive all the meads I made this year. And every Saturday, I also post it over there just so it has a place to live forever. because there's no way to organize them on TikTok. TikTok's not designed for what I do. So it was the best workaround. You have to scroll a lot to find anything on TikTok. So I made a second account that just has the MEAD batches on it. Hey, thank you, Terry. Mr. Richard Terry. Thank you. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. I'm not usually live Tuesdays. I jumped in just to say hi, have some fun for a little while. Little cocktail, a nightcap, if you will. If you don't know what I do, I make mead. Mead is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, made in a very similar fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But you can do every combination in between. You can put whatever you want in. It's your world. You have to live in it. So I have 136 batches under my belt so far under this social media experiment. And every single one is brand new. I don't replicate recipes. I don't miss Saturdays. Every single batch, brand new. I'll check them out. I was just talking about this last week before I left on a live. I don't get notifications for anything. I don't know, like, algorithm-wise what TikTok's doing. I saw there's another big creator that I'm buddies with. We have a good rapport that actually left. Jumped over to YouTube solely because he's so frustrated with the algorithm here. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Like, it's almost like the more you follow somebody, the less stuff you see of their stuff. So, I don't know. Even if you have notifications on. I have notifications on for several people that I love to watch, and I get nothing. I get nothing from the notifications. But I don't know what else to do about it. I think TikTok is, kind of finding itself, and the jeopardy of its existence in general is up in the air. Who knows? Who knows? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Don't forget to hit like 1,000,000 times if you're on the live. Also, share. Thank you. Again, Mr. Terry. I appreciate you sharing. Lots of great meats coming your way, like I said. I have a little bit of news. Even though there's only a couple of you here. I am going to be unpinning the pop culture video and making a new pop culture video and repinning it. Just to get it fresh and in people's minds. I have exhausted the ideas that I like out of there, and I'm having a lot of trouble getting people to go back and suggest stuff. So I'm going to be retiring that video, making a new one probably this weekend. So keep your eye out. It'll look just like that one probably, but we need to rehash it. There's a lot of comments on it. I got to get it kind of decluttered. I have pop culture batches all the way through February. So if you come up with an amazing pop culture idea, you're going to have to wait a little while. But I'll make it for you. So it'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Keep an eye out for the pin post. Like I said, I'll try to get that up this weekend. Or sooner. Who knows? Who knows? Hello, hello. Say hello. Let me know where you're from. If you just jumped in, I want to know what you know about mead. I'm always willing to learn something, and if you don't know what mead is, I'm willing to tell you what I do know about it. Hello. I know it tastes good. Some of them. Some of them, not so good. I don't know. I definitely have made some that I don't like. And if you don't follow Mead Weaver, he's on TikTok. An amazing gentleman, a huge account. He tagged me, and somebody said something about pizza meat. He tagged me in it, and I said it's gross. I responded, it's gross. And he said something wise that I've heard a million times, right? Like, and I'm summarizing here, so don't kill me. Yeah, if you don't make mistakes, you're not learning anything. So, gotta do it. Start a blueberry lemon. An Italian wildflower honey. Woo! Woo! That is gonna be the most amazing mead ever. Ever. I mean, I'm a little biased. Anything blueberry has my heart. It has my heart. You still haven't opened it. So Scott has the pizza mead. I requested that he does a review video for TikTok. If you don't follow Scott, you should. He's right up there. He also created the most amazing Discord on the planet for the mead community. It's absolutely free. It's a place to share ideas, ask questions. It's a safe place. Nobody over there is going to treat you bad because Scott will beat them up. There's some other platforms you can go and ask questions, and you get embarrassed, right? Because they treat you like crap. Doesn't happen in the Discord. There's a link up in my link tree up in my profile. It's the very top thing on there, but you can also jump in Scott's to get a direct link. But he maintains it. It's a plethora, I like to say, of mead information. You can go and read all about mead, see some behind the scene pictures. There's equipment lists. There's a recipe page. There's even, my favorite part, a commercial channel where we have gathered some really awesome suggestions from meaderies all around the nation that ship straight to your house. So if you want to support a local meadery, jump in there. Or if you have a great one to suggest, I'm sure Scott could make some time to add it. Yeah, go over there, order some mead from all over the country, get it shipped straight to your house, have a party with us. The shirt is actually for sale. I have an Etsy shop too up in my link tree. I don't like to advertise myself, but if you want one, I made them. Also, you're on a good path. Freya never leads people in the wrong direction. I don't think. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. We're just chit-chatting, having a little bit of whiskey for mead for just a few minutes. Having some fun. Mostly on the TikTok side. The YouTube side, wild. It's a different breed of people. Different breed of people. No other way to explain it. If you want to buy some meat in your local shop, actually I have a few suggestions. I want to backtrack a little bit to meaderies that you can support. So my favorite one is a place called Linganore Wine Cellars. They are in Maryland. They actually provide the Maryland Renaissance Festival solely with their mead. So if you've ever been to the Maryland Renaissance Festival and had mead, it's theirs. It's this one right here. This is called Medieval Mead. It's a fantastic mead. It's like $15 a bottle. You can't go wrong, and they ship to all the continental United States. You can get it shipped straight to your house, unless you live somebody weird. Hello, Dennis. Dennis is also an amazing mead maker. Give him a follow. Coming up with some great stuff. He inspires me and intimidates me at the same time. But anyway, Linganore Wine Cellars. Dennis can actually speak on this. He contacted them. He's that guy. That's how much he knows about mead. So give him a follow. But yeah, my favorite mead. And economically, one of the best ones you can get out there. $15. It's a sweet mead. Just a honey wine. You'll love it. And if you like wines, they make tons of wines. They're actually a winery. They have a vineyard. But they make one mead, and it's this one. So jump in that. But if you want to go to your local liquor store, especially if you're close to Total Wine, they have a series of meats from a company called Dankst. This is probably the most popular commercial meat you can get out there. They are in Denmark. They do not sell or do not ship to the United States, but you can go buy this at most of your liquor stores. These are a little bit more. You probably get about $30, $35 a bottle for these. But this is their Viking Blood, which is an hibiscus and ginger mead. Fantastic. And they all come in these awesome ceramic bottles. They have these, it's hard to tell on the black one, but they have these Nordic runes inscribed on the tops. This is their Vikinier's mead, which is a hops mead. You're going to love it, though. You're going to love it. You're going to love them. But these are probably the most popular meads you can find out there at your local liquor stores that they sell in generically. And then one of the favorites I found this year, I like to talk about this one too. I just found this one in March, but I've seen it in a bunch of different places now, so I think they're expanding like crazy. This is from Ireland. This is Bunranty mead from Ireland. Another sweet mead. This is probably in between semi-sweet and sweet. Still on the sweeter side, but not like the Linganore one. Fantastic mead, though. It's a fantastic honey wine. You'd love it. Easy to buy, and that one was like 20 bucks. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Mead is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is from Southern Africa, over 20,000 years ago. The oldest evidence before that, though, China, over 10,000 years ago. Also evidence in Central America and, of course, Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, did it better than everybody else. But what that means is, regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. And that's something we have in common. Somewhere down in your lineage, they drank mead. Mead is made in almost identical fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But every combination in between exists, and I try to make them. 22, actually. 22. That was my whole commercial. I got lots of cool stuff I'm working on behind the scenes. One big project that I'm really trying to get off the ground here shortly. So it's, I mean, don't get your hopes up. I'm just trying to share more love throughout the community. So I'm working on something that I'm very close on. And then I have lots of mead batches. Like I said, I have stuff through tail end of January already in the works. Then I have stuff through February that I've already written. So I just have to gather some ingredients and start some new batches. A brand new mead every single Saturday. Every single Saturday. There is nobody on the internet, nobody, that makes more mead batches, recipes, than I do. I had to clarify, because there's people that make more batches of the same stuff over and over again. Nobody makes more recipes than I do. Nobody. You won't find them. I am the #1 in the world. If you find somebody that makes more than me, I want to meet them. And be their friend. Because they have more mead than I do. Scratch that. If you find anybody that makes mead, I want to be their friend. For the same reason. Yeah, if the economy falls, we're going to need a barter system. I talk about this sometimes. And making alcohol is it's the safe space. If you can make your own alcohol, you're safe after the apocalypse. All you have to do is survive. You're in good shape. Yeah, hibiscus, I mean, it's new to me. It's new to me. I've obviously had hibiscus flavored things. The first time I've used it, though, is recent, as you know. I'm nervous. Thank you. I think you did it. It should be a lot of fun, though. Should be a lot of fun. I mean, you guys know, I was speaking about it just before I joined. The Thundercats mead was Dennis's idea. Space rations and burble fruit. You've never known anybody that's used burble fruit before. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I'm that guy. Hibiscus lemon. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see it. We have a Richard Terry and a Richard Perry. It's got to get confusing. But we'll work it. We'll work through it. Yeah, like I'm gonna learn a lot about hibiscus because I bought a big bag because it was the one I could get the fastest. Um, so I only used a small portion of it for the batch we made on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about it and trying in a bunch of different stuff. You use too much? I mean, you saw how much I did. Like shook some in. So uh, hopefully it was the right amount. Oh. Watermelon's fun. I've done a couple different variations of watermelon. Actually, I don't think one of them is out yet, so I should shh on that. Um, I did a watermelon based off Ukraine though. Last year, not last year. I think the year before. Um, before things were super political, so don't judge me because I stay away from that stuff mostly. But before it got really bad, at least. I was doing meads based off countries and cultures from all around the world. Ukraine actually cycled through from a suggestion from somebody I actually know from Ukraine. Again, before this stuff happened. Um, Ukraine is actually famous for watermelons. Who knew? They look a little bit different. They're more round and they're supposed to be sweeter and stuff. I of course couldn't get my hands on one of those fresh, so I used the watermelons we can access here in the United States and made a watermelon mead, and the thing went nuts. Went nuts. Uh, I've had a few batches kind of like pop through airlocks and such because the fermentation process got so aggressive. That was one of them. The watermelon one went nuts. Oh, that's an awesome thing. I went to North Carolina this past weekend. It was a makeshift mess. I was supposed to be going to Tennessee. The hurricane kind of shifted things. It canceled the event we were going to. It also shifted some airplane travel. So we decided to drive to North Carolina instead to we had another big thing we had to check off our list. Um, and the area we were in was fine. So I'll start there. But we met a few people that were traveling, away from the danger. Also traveling, they were on vacation, traveling back home to where the danger was, and obviously were, sidetracked because there's a lot of road closures, a lot of roads destroyed, a lot of homes, a lot of lives. It's a very serious issue down there. So thank you, Mr. Terry. That's going to be a good thing, and we could make a million jokes out of it, and it's not appropriate. They need to. They need everything they can get right now because I saw some people that were really affected by it firsthand, and you see the videos obviously on all the platforms. Scary. It's really scary. Strawberry pineapple. I feel like strawberry pineapple. Oh gosh. So I'm not super flexed with pineapple. Like I've done a couple different minor pineapple batches. Pineapple is so sweet. I'm intimidated by using pineapple. I'm intimidated by using pineapple. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I was just jumping on for a half hour or so, just to say hi. I'll be back. We'll have a lot of fun tomorrow, about the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time exactly. Though I will be starting. I'll be racking a batch of mead. It will be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Um, yeah. So if you want to see mead in the fashion I make it in, comes in 3 major steps. The primary, which I start on camera some Wednesdays. Racking, which is transferring it from its 2-gallon fermenting primary bucket to its 1-gallon glass secondary vessel carboy. So tomorrow I'll be doing that. I'll be transferring the process. And then the third part is bottling and tasting, of course. So I will be starting that, or I'll be racking that Wednesday. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come back. I'll get on before, hopefully about a half hour before. We'll have a cocktail or two before we get started, just like this. I'll move the camera and we'll get started. It'll be a lot of fun. Those are always a blast. If you're on the TikTok side, I have a little event for it, so you can register, so it shoots you some notifications. And I'll put a couple reminder videos out tomorrow as well, so nobody can miss it. But it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait. And I think that's all I have. So, give me a shout, follow, shoot me a direct message if you have anything at all. I answer 100% of them. And yeah, thank you so much for letting me be here. I had a little fun, a lot of fun, and I'm gonna have even more fun tomorrow. I can't wait to see you. Have an amazing day. I got a long day of work before that, but I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys. That's my focal point. That'll get me through the day. So, I'll see you then. Let's go, guys. And good night.